Welcome to iCabbi's Marketplace Spotlight, where today I am joined by Will Katrall or Katrall from Driver Bubble. Will, Kim Katrall is obviously has the same surname as you, but you pronounce it Katrall?
Yes, it actually is Katrall, but I prefer saying Katrall, to be honest, because most people can't even say that my surname. So that's basically what I say, Katrall or Katrall.
Okay, well, we will go with your preference though, then. So, Will. So, look, you're one of the newer members of the iCabbi Marketplace. You guys set up back in March or April, I guess, in response to the COVID-19 crisis, launching Driver Bubble. Can you bring us back to that time and tell us what you brought to the market to help taxi companies at that point?
Yes, absolutely. So in response to COVID-19, we basically saw a massive decline in bookings through our original company, Taxi Butler. And what we saw was, companies were booking sort of 50%, 60% less than what they were. Moving forwards from that, we decided to investigate how we could tackle those problems. And one of our team members actually suggested, sort of providing partition screens to our companies. And from that, we obviously formed Driver Bubble. And very, very quickly, we saw that this was a very, very effective way to increase bookings again and keep our sort of companies that we work with back on the road. And, over the past sort of 7, 8 months, it's just been a crazy journey, really.
So we're now in lockdown number 2, and you've developed your product line. So tell us what you now are currently offering to taxi drivers to protect them in the car.
Absolutely. So when we first started, we started with 2 products, which was the Driver Bubble Shield, which is a polycarbonate material, and the Flex, which is more flexible, and that's sort of made of a PVC product. We've now sort of branched out. We've designed brand new models. So we have a sneeze guard, which is basically half of the shield that protects you from the shoulder upwards. And we also offer the Driver Bubble 1, which actually wraps right around the driver towards the gear stick, which provides protection as well as allowing 4 passengers into their vehicles. Again, which is something we notice within our companies we work with, is that obviously some were hesitant to purchase the product because they wanted to have 4 people in a vehicle. All of our products are obviously safe, very super easy to install, and obviously don't affect or interfere with the vehicle in any other way. So that puts us in a very, very good spot on the market. And we are now the global leaders in providing vehicle partition screens.
Congratulations for being able to
Thank you.
pivot your business, turning, I suppose, a massive threat into an opportunity for you guys. So well done on that. What kind of
Thank you so
feedback are you
much.
getting from the drivers who are using Driver Bubble?
I mean, the feedback it has been, very, very positive. We have drivers who were out of work for 4 to 5 weeks. Some drivers have only recently heard of us, and they've spent all that time, going and working somewhere else or just being completely unemployed. Having found our products, they found it very, very easy to install. Obviously keeps them on the road, but I think the most important thing is that the passengers, the companies and the drivers all feel safe. And that is the main thing that we try to stress, is this is providing a very, very good reassurance for companies that the drivers are being able to work safely, but also, that client base is going to use you over another company who doesn't have our product, because we've got that level of safety in that vehicle.
For sure. And iCabbi has been part of the Go Safe, Go Taxi campaign, which is encouraging passengers to use taxis, given that they can be a very safe mode of transport. And Driver Bubble is one of the solutions you can put in to help promote safety in the car. So have you been following that campaign and other types of awareness initiatives that are out there? Is that driving new demand for your products? We're in lockdown 2, but if I'm a taxi fleet owner and I hadn't gone to you guys in lockdown 1, it's not too late to go and invest in this kind of solution now. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. The Go Safe, Go Taxi campaign has been very, very effective, as you know. And in terms of us, we are definitely here to stay. If you take COVID-19 out of this, I think this was a big lesson for a lot of people, whether it be government, councils, companies, or drivers. And that is, like I said, take the COVID-19 out of it. If you had a protection screen in our vehicle, and you had, someone aggressive or someone, not cooperating, that could result between being assaulted or not being assaulted. And we've actually seen in America, there is a very, very clear footage of a driver being assaulted in a vehicle who had a partition screen that wasn't very durable, and he actually ripped it down. So that's a kind of good example, really, is, on the long term, COVID is definitely here to stay. It's not going to go away overnight, but also, it's also adding safety in other sort of respects, as I've just mentioned.
Okay, so it's not going anywhere just yet, but even when it
Absolutely
does,
not. We're here to
hopefully
stay.
maybe next year, it
We're
did
here to
have a
stay.
lifetime value as well for driver protection.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one thing that we do say. And a lot of our customers have also said, we should have got this years ago, really, even before COVID. As you know, black cabs already have partition screens in there. And obviously the level of sort of crime against private hire vehicles compared to black taxis, there is a big difference there. And hopefully with the driver bubble, that will certainly be reduced to around the same level.
Yeah, and I mean, we were seeing at the beginning of COVID-19, people putting screens in cars, and there being issues around local regulation from councils and what is and isn't approved. But that's something that's slowly being eased away now as we're learning more about the standards for these. Have you got any information on that, or anything that taxi fleet owners need to know or to look out for when looking to install either their own one or looking to you guys and their regulators' approval for it?
Absolutely. So we did a very, very big outreach to all councils across the UK. And obviously at first some of them didn't have policies. Some of them actually said, no, it's not allowed completely. But what they found is that a lot of drivers have been making their own sort of types of protective shields, some which are, not safe at all. And what they've kind of learned, especially the councils, is that, they need to put some sort of policy in place. So on that note, the majority of councils in the UK actually say, as long as the product is safe, it is approved by EU certification, and it is installed according to the manual of the manufacturer, then it's okay to have a screen. So we have seen a dramatic change. I think the very positive thing with us, we have recently been approved by Transport for London for the use of our products in London, but also, the approval will allow us to sell our products across the UK. So if there is a taxi company, say in the north or in the southwest, who wants a product that has, some form of approval by a body, obviously it is approved by Millbrook and now by TfL, and that's actually available on our web shop for purchase.
Okay, super. Well done on getting that approval across the line as well. So
Thank
finally, you obviously have lots of different types of customers, direct to driver. I know you also supply councils as well. But for our customer, which is the fleet owner or manager, what kind of offer do you have for them? Can you do bulk orders and they can then redistribute it to their drivers, or can you set up a code or something whereby the driver can go on and redeem their particular company code? How does it work when you're selling directly to a taxi fleet?
Absolutely. So obviously taxi fleets sort of vary in numbers. Essentially, the more products you order from us, the less it will cost for the cost price. So we can offer very, very good discounts depending on the numbers. There also is other ways. iCabbi, actually, we do have an offer available at the moment with iCabbi, which is available through a discount code, which I'm sure will be shared with this.
Absolutely.
So you can purchase with that. But also, some of our customers, it depends. Taxi companies obviously will purchase it themselves. In my opinion, in terms of consistency and what we've noticed, especially with taxi companies, is that purchasing it for your drivers, is a very, very good thing for the drivers. It's a very positive move PR wise, rather than sort of recommending the products to drivers to obviously buy different various ones. So there is various ways, and we're very happy to support in any way we can, in whatever method you want to purchase them with us.
Last question then, what's the turnaround time?
Sure. So the turnaround time, we have two forms of shipping. So the fast shipping is within 2 to 3 days, and it's 4 to 5 days with our standard delivery. So they're being shipped from our HQ in Amsterdam, so it's not too far. So yeah, I mean, there is we have a very healthy stock at the moment, which is positive.
Okay, super. Well, you can find out more information about Driver Bubble, including the iCabbi discount code, on the Driver Bubble iCabbi Marketplace page. For now, Will Katrall, thank you very much for joining us today, and best of luck for the next few months.